What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video on the channel. This time we're doing a review and it's of Yxng Bane's brand new mixtape, Quarantime, The Lost Files. The last time we got a tape from Yxng Bane was Heartbreak Kid, or HBK, which came out I think it was like November 2018. And personally for me, for that tape, that was a very, very good tape in the sense that we had a little bit of everything in there. I do like the tracks that, you know, weren't just the kind of same old I'll steal your girl or I'm that guy or look at the drip type vibe. So a song like Better, where he was talking about his relationship with his mum and his dad, that's still, I'll put that on shuffle right now. You know, that one's there and it will still bang for me. But going into this tape, I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't know what to expect. Looking at the track list, we've got 14 tracks on there. 3 of them are interludes with Charlie Sloth, and what it shows you straight away is, okay, cool, it's more of a DJ hosting the tape, a bit like how DJ Who Kid hosted Community Payback for Skepta, and that was like early 2010s. I think it was like 2011. But going through the whole tape and seeing how Charlie Sloth kind of interjects into each kind of section of the project, I'm not gonna lie to you, the intro, it dragged on for too long because I was there like, yo, they've put bare echo over it and it's delayed out, it's stalled. I'm thinking to myself, big man, this is like 45 seconds. This could have been like 20. The other one's there, 20, boom, 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 get into the first song. There was times where I was looking at the timestamp being like, I beg you hurry up, please. I just want to get to the tune. Obviously, I know I can press skip. But I'm trying to listen to this all the way through. So it was a bit like, can you hurry up, please? Yeah, listen, I was impatient. I was a little bit impatient still. The second interlude is literally Charlie Sloth talking about him being in America and one girl talking to him saying that, yo, there's a Rockstar in the UK and it's Yxng Bane. And then he introduces the track with D-Block Europe. And the third interlude is fundamentally him just introducing the Huncho track. So when we take away the intro, the 2 interludes, plus section Are You Mad, we get left with effectively 9 brand new songs. One of them we'd heard a snippet of already because Huncho's kind of main go-to producer, Quincy, had premiered that on his like Instagram live, so we kind of heard a little snippet, but it was good to hear the whole thing. So mainly what I was looking for was a bunch of brand new songs, excluding obviously the ones I already mentioned, that were either gonna hit or they were gonna miss. And usually I'm quite a decisive person. I know what I like and I know what I don't. And in this album, I'm not sure. It's inconclusive. You know the ones, it's inconclusive. And the reason why I feel like for me right now it's inconclusive whether I like the whole tape as a body of work or not is because a lot of the same things get said but in different ways. It's more like, you know, I'll do things with your girl, or I'm gonna move to these girls, or I'm a slide in and we ain't talking about water park. There's only so many ways you can recycle something and it still sound cool. And I mean, sometimes it does work across the album. For example, Father was a good song in my opinion. Like, obviously the whole father thing, like, I'm not gonna lie, my girl can't be calling me father, dad, pappy, any of that. It's a bit weird. It's a bit, nah. My name's Miles, yeah? What was there? It's not pappy. Don't call me pappy, father, any of that. Don't like it. Because the beat, for me, it hit, it allowed me to kind of like vibe to it. But at the same time, because I've heard the same kind of things going on and on and on, I'm not paying attention necessarily to the lyrics in that track, Rockstar of D-Block Europe. I don't know if that song hit or not. The beat is great. I enjoy the beat on that tune a lot, just the tune. The lyrics from Young Ads, it kills it for me, bruv. It kills it. It actually kills it. Man said, not even man said, he said it from the girl's perspective, you know, do something in the satin because I'm high on something. And I'm just like, how can the vibes, I know D-Block Europe, it's their thing. Young Ads, you know, man says some nasty S on tracks and that, yeah. But I'm not trying to hear that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know that old school video of the guy going, "You're ruining it. You're ruining it." That is what came into my head when I heard that track. I can't even lie to you.
What the fuck what do you mean? How have you? Oh man, you're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it. And
it's mad because after the first verse I was like, I'm not here, you know, like, yo, by the second verse I somehow mentally blocked out that line and enjoyed the rest of the tune. Listen, if I was ever at a show and, you know when they drop the mic down and then everyone starts rapping along, I'm not singing that bar, you know. I'm not actually I'm skipping that section because it's not needed right now. Listen, I'm not singing, no. What was that? No. It'd be silent if it was just me. You know what was there? Porsche with Headie One was a bit disappointing for me as well because I was kind of expecting maybe a more drill sounding banger from the two. They've linked up before in the past, and I didn't get that. I tried my hardest to vibe to the tune. I actually tried to vibe. I tried, you know when you try to bop your head for no reason, yeah, to try and catch the rhythm so that you understand it and then somehow it makes sense and it appeals to you, but it didn't. And I feel like that one is one of those songs that if I put it on shuffle, it will come back and it will make sense to me at a later date. But as of right now, as of this recording, as of me speaking to you guys right now, nah, man, it weren't it. Thriller with Huncho was decent. And like I said before, we'd heard a snippet of that in the past. So that wasn't like a completely new song. We'd heard a little bit, obviously proper quality now, and it's on the tape and etc, etc. But it was weird because obviously last year on Utopia, we had Yxng Bane, Huncho, Rock Bottom, good song. One of my favorite cuts from Utopia, even to now. But this one, it felt like Huncho was pitched up too high. Like he was rapping up there and I was like, yo, come here. You know what was that? Come here. So it makes more sense. And then eventually in the track, in his verse, he does that and then it makes it hit more. So that was an initial surprise. As a whole, it's a decent track. Obviously, Quincy's a dope producer, innit? You know what I mean? Quincy has delivered on Huncho's tapes enough times. And on this one, it's not bad, but it's just, it was kind of jarring in that sense that Huncho was so high. The actual first track on the tape after the Charlie Sloth intro is Drip From Me. Because Section is such a powerful track when it comes in, and obviously you talk about Virgil Abloh, some Diamonds, Supreme, all that stuff, and that song for me hits. I feel like Drip From Me was a bit underwhelming in that sense. Again, it links in with the fact of, you know, the same thing, like, I'll treat your girl nice, this, that, the other. You know, he's talking about, you know, making her do things and having fun and having a nice time and a vibe. It sounds a little different to what we've been accustomed to from him for the most part. And then that kind of links in after Section with Table for Two, which is kind of a more African sounding song. Because obviously you got Afro Swing or Afro, whatever you want to call it, but Afro Swing is pretty much the universal word, like phrase for it. I feel like after the Charlie Sloth intro, whether you like that or not, I feel like if we went into Section, we set pace properly. I feel like we kind of stop and start with the first kind of 2 or 3 songs. So personally, I probably would have gone Charlie Sloth intro, Section, Are You Mad, then switched it up. But like the track MCM is kind of similar to the others as well. It's kind of the same kind of conversations that he's had in the past, and then he kind of rolls it into a different sounding beat. So nothing too special to talk about there. Change Your Life featuring Kojo Funds was a little bit underwhelming for me as well. I enjoyed it, but it doesn't match the high expectations that I usually have for the guys. I don't listen to it now, but Fine Wine, when it came out, it just hit. You know the ones where a song just hits? Like, and it might just hit in that moment. I think I was like 2016, 2017 when that came out, but it just hit. Whereas this one, it didn't really resonate with me. And I know you say, I know you want to change your life and I can change your life and stuff like that. And it was cool, but I feel like, again, it's another one where it needs to go on shuffle. It needs a little bit more time for me. It needs a little bit more time. Shout out to man like G-Frsh though. It's been a minute. It's actually been a minute. I don't even remember the last time he dropped a tune or was featured on a tune. I think Alfie might have been his last tape, and that was time ago. That might be like 2015. But he makes an appearance on Yxng Bane's Rubbish, and G-Frsh is actually Yxng Bane's manager, so it's kind of mad like that in that sense. And I remember speaking to G-Frsh a couple of years ago when I caught him at Wireless Festival, and he is a talented guy. He's got his head screwed on. He knows what he's doing. And it was nice to see like manager and artist, even though they're both rappers, kind of jump on. Yxng Bane's talking about girls texting him absolute rubbish. And listen, sometimes it's not even just girls, man. It's literally just people sometimes they just send you a stupid message and you're like, explain. You know what's there? Explain. Because I ain't got time for this right now. G-Frsh comes in and talks about, you know, I've changed, you haven't, you won't know a diamond unless it's Hatton. And kind of just coming with like bars from an older perspective that gets it and says, listen, some people are just mad materialistic and I can't be dealing with that right now. I got to keep it moving. Like, you know what I mean? I got time to be giving you Hatton. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you're going to get, but it's not Hatton. And that's kind of the vibes I was getting from his verse. But the chemistry between them was good. And I feel like that was, for me, one of the better cuts off the project. And that's about it. That's Yxng Bane's Quarantime Lost Files. Now, it's a mixtape and it's Lost Files. People can kind of take this project or mixtape how they want. Is it like a serious tape, and then now because it's quarantine you've changed it to Quarantime the Lost Files? Was it something you were going to throw out and we're getting an album later on in the year? So we don't fully know the strategy of Yxng Bane for this year, as a tape in itself, I know I'm not necessarily the main fan base is supposed to appeal with, so my opinion is going to be slightly different to a next person and stuff like that. A lot of the songs right now are they feel like summer vibe and they feel like clubbing songs, but we ain't doing any of that anytime soon anyway. We ain't doing none of that for a while. So really and truly, that ain't gonna resonate with me right now. Plus, I don't feel like the tape is made for me. I feel like the tracks, a lot of them, apart from maybe like Are You Mad and maybe like Thriller, they're made for more the female audience for the most part, and that is more of Yxng Bane's fan base than necessarily the men, although shout out to man them because we enjoy it too. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you leave a like as well. More reviews to come over the next couple of weeks as well, but hope you guys are good and safe. That was the Yxng Bane Quarantime, the Lost Files, hosted by Charlie Sloth. You can basically say I'll catch you guys sometime soon. Peace.